What is good, Clouded people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam, exposing Adam22 for being fucking white. I know this may come to all of you as a surprise, but yes, I have finally discovered his true origins after purchasing his and Lena the Plug's OnlyFans and quite clearly seeing the color of his eggplant, and that shit was not purple like it should be, and apparently he doesn't pee red like the homies. But in related news, DJ Akademiks also attempted to expose Adam22 once again late last night on his Twitch live stream, duly noted to be a separate occasion from the back and forth conversation Adam22 and Akademiks were both present for a few weeks ago. For this time, it was just Akademiks calling out Adam22 on several things, and I somewhat agree with his points. However, it really depends upon what Adam22's intentions are with his no jumper platform. So without further ado, DJ Akademiks exposes Adam22 again. Episode 2, the beef continues. Let's talk about it. Okay, so as y'all may or may not know, Adam22 and Akademiks went at it on a live stream a couple weeks ago, essentially due to Akademiks not liking how Adam allowed his guests on the No Jumper podcast and interviews alike to speak on Akademiks' name without any sort of clarification or fact checking, such as Selena Powell, Akademiks' ex-girlfriend or side piece or something, I don't know, human fleshlight, claiming that 6ix9ine smacked her cheeks in front of him and even handed 6ix9ine a condom at the same time, which again, Akademiks claims is simply just not true. I won't go too much deeper into the previous altercation because y'all can check that whole video out on my channel. There's just too much to cover for this one, but just know Akademiks went on an absolute rampage versus the No Jumper podcast members, even exposing Lena the Plug for apparently getting trained by 6 dudes in one night, which relates to last night's live stream because Lena the Plug responded to Akademiks, which he also addressed. But to get right into last night's festivities, as I mentioned in the intro, Akademiks was essentially taking hella shots at Adam22, not necessarily for the aforementioned podcast or interview issues, but for Adam's response to their previous heated conversation on livestream, and that apparently the No Jumper crew was asking why Joe Budden didn't cover the Akademiks vs Adam22 beef on his well-known podcast, since it was a pretty big deal at the time in hip-hop, whereas only weeks before Joe Budden did in fact cover Akademiks' beef with Freddie Gibbs, who is arguably much smaller of a media personality than Adam22. And Akademiks basically justified why Joe Budden didn't cover the topic in a rather harsh way, essentially claiming nobody cares about Adam22 personally. For the way Adam22 has run No Jumper, the brand isn't necessarily foundation upon his personality. It's based solely on the content and other people he brings on, like a corporation such as Complex, who brings on artists and different personalities, which is a pretty fair point, I'd have to say, even though I think some of Adam22's diehard fans would disagree. But Akademiks is definitely way more known for his personality than Adam, let alone the hip-hop news channel that Akademiks runs. I mean, he's literally one of the co-hosts of one of the most prominent hip-hop talk shows in the country, Everyday Struggle, that would be nothing without him. At least I know I wouldn't watch it if Ak wasn't on it, and I think Complex knows that. That's why about a month ago, Ak was suspended rather than fired, because they need him, else no one would watch the show. I don't know, he just brings like some sort of drama to every conversation that nobody can replicate. Whereas in Akademiks' favor of the argument, Adam22 isn't even present on all of the podcasts on No Jumper, therefore proving that No Jumper isn't in dire need of Adam like Akademiks' channel or affiliated activities like Complex. But then again, that could be a good thing, as that would be known as passive income, wherein Adam can make money while he sleeps now. If he hires a bomb podcast host, he can chill on the beach filming OnlyFans with Lena the Plug and the natives of whatever country he's chilling at every damn day and still rake in the dough. But this comes with a price, and that fans aren't as loyal because there's no face to the brand. Which leads me to Akademiks' next point about Adam22, wherein he claims Adam is only in it for the money, not the culture. He just fiends for content, hence the reason in the first place he was okay with Selena potentially lying on the podcast about Akademiks, which I cannot confirm nor deny, but also a possible reason why Adam22 moved into porn, because there's a huge bag in that for barely any effort, which Akademiks sees as a sellout, and especially when he has such a profitable brand giving massive opportunity to underground artists, whereas instead he is interviewing porn stars. By the way, I'm not taking any sides here, I'm just explaining the different points of view. But as I was saying, this point also strengthens what Akademiks stated earlier, and that nobody cares about his opinion on hip-hop because he is quite literally known as more of a porn star than a hip-hop commentator or analyst now, which in its own right is a form of success. But Joe Joe Budden normally speaks on hip-hop and its cultural events, thus the reason Adam wasn't spoken of on the podcast most likely. But as I said earlier, Adam might not want his brand glued to his hip, for when he's gone, his family can technically be set for life if the brand continues on its path of trajectory of size. And with Adam's content schedule, he honestly makes a lot more money than Akademiks, and independently through his own company rather than Complex. So really, both sides are powerhouses in their own respect. Adam just got to say something and defend himself, or maybe not, and that's how he wants to handle the situation, letting Akademiks run his mouth for over 30 minutes on stream about Adam, which might actually be helping Adam's side of the argument. And last, but certainly not least, Akademiks addressed Lena the Plug, who claimed on the No Jumper podcast that Akademiks was lying about the 6-man train. But something that caused Akademiks to possibly disprove that statement was the fact that Lena and Adam allegedly offered Akademiks to discard the footage he had of Lena admitting she was trained by that number of men that we shall not repeat because that seems brutal. Even Thomas the Train would be disappointed in his daughter at such an occurrence, and he's a fucking train. Akademiks continues to claim he has this footage, perhaps of the actual train on the Railroad 2 in action. Who knows, but I honestly believe him. I don't think Ak would bluff this hard if he didn't have the footage. But all in all, looking forward to the response from Adam22 because I think that's what Akademiks was going for. If he doesn't, that kind of says something about Adam's character. We shall see in the next coming days. Because if he don't respond, Akademiks may have won this battle given the points he explained last night. For one of the main ones that I mentioned earlier, but maybe not well enough, is that Adam relies on other people to speak for him, such as allowing, quote, Lil House Cat or Lil House Trash as Akademiks calls him, or Cam Girl to defend Adam when it was just supposed to be Ak and Adam on the live stream when they went at it a few weeks ago. Akademiks just wants a direct response from Adam, and that's also why I think he mentioned Lena, because if you bring someone else's girl in the equation, their man is almost obligated to defend their dignity. But you already know Akademiks is ready and willing to respond another time and another time infinitely, because he's one of the OG trolls, and you know it's entertaining, and that's why he has the whole like Twitch live stream. So no matter what, Adam is in trouble in this beef. I'm not even gonna lie. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam exposing my girl for being a man. She been hiding it too well. I guess that's why her dick was bigger than mine. But let me know in the comments whose side you on, Akademiks or Adam22. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip-hop news, drama, and analysis videos, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description, or join the Bob Gang if you with it. Next video coming soon on the Sir Bobbalam secondary channel as well. Peace out, cutty people. Not saying.